name is Sabrina, and that is Kayla, and today we are teaching you the slope-intercept form. There are two things that you really need to know for the slope-intercept form. One is the slope-intercept form itself, and how to get the slope if you do not have the slope. So the formula for slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Your b is always your y-intercept. So in order to get your slope, you need to do y2 minus y1 equals over x2 minus x1. In order to move your slope, it's always rise over run. So I'm going to start off with a simple example where your slope is already given to you before I add in complications or without your y-intercept. So example 1, you have y equals 2x. So, and necessarily, this is your first example, this already mathematically gives you your slope, which is 2. When you don't have anything in the denominator for your slope, there's always an imaginary 1 under it. So it would be 2 over 1. So when you graph it, you go up 2 over 1 to the right. Say if your 2 was negative, you will go down to 1 to the left. It always depends on if your slope is positive or negative. Now, for example 2, I'm going to give you where you need to do a little more work, where I'm going to give you your y-intercept in the equation. So I'm just going to add on to that, to your example 1. See, with this plus 3 in the back, for example 2, which it says y equals 2x plus 3, when you graph this, you always start at point 3 because it's your y-intercept. It's automatically 0, 3 on your y-intercept. And if it's negative 3, it'll be negative 3 on your y-intercept. So basically, it will be when you graph in your second example, you will start on 3 on your y-intercept, and you will go up 2 over 1, and then you come back to the original, and then go down 3 over 1. Say if your 3 was negative, you would start at negative 3 on the y-axis, and you will go up, start downwards. So you will go down 2 over 1. If you go back to your original problem, go up 2 over 1. So depending on if your slope is positive or negative. So for example 3, I'm going to give you an example where you have to do a little more work. Okay, so for example 3, I gave you 4x plus 8y equals 16. You have to get y by yourself. So first you're going to subtract 4x on both sides, which will give you 8y equals negative 4x plus 16. In order to get y by itself, you have to divide by 8. So you divide by both sides by 8, and you get y equals negative 1/2 plus 2. Since this is negative, since you start at positive 2 over here, you start at positive 2, you're going to go down 1 over 2. So 1, 2. So your point will be here for your slopes, and it will keep going. So up 1 over 2. So this will be your line if you draw it on a graph. Can you pause it real quick?